In the following video, we will learn how to sew the gathered blouse. After printing the pattern and cutting your fabric, you are ready to begin. Finish the raw edges of the two back pieces and the two back lining pieces using an overlock, serger, or a zigzag stitch as demonstrated in the video. Place the two back pieces onto the front bodice, right sides together, and sew the shoulder seams. I am using an overlock machine, but you can also use a straight stitch and then finish the edges with a zigzag stitch. Press the seams. Now place the two back lining pieces onto the front lining, right sides together, and sew the shoulder seams. Press the seams. Take the collar piece and fold it in half with the wrong sides together and press with an iron. At each end, flip the fabric so that right sides are together now and stitch along the edge. Turn it back so wrong sides are together again and press. Now create gathers along this edge. Set your machine to a stitch length of 4 and the highest tension and sew to form gathers. Take the assembled front and back bodice and attach it to the collar, right sides together using pins or clips as shown. Adjust the gathers so they match evenly. Secure everything with clips. Place the lining piece on top, right sides together. Adjust the pins so that all layers are secured, then sew along the seam. If you have an overlock machine, finish the seam with it. Otherwise, trim the edges and use a zigzag stitch. Turn the garment right side out and press. Attach the front bodice to the front lining, wrong sides together using a straight stitch. Take the front panel and sew 2 rows of the gathering stitches along the top edge. Set your machine to stitch length 4 and normal tension. Do not backstitch and leave long thread tails on both ends. With right sides together, attach the gathered panel to the front bodice. Distribute the gathers evenly until both pieces match in length. Pin in place and sew with a straight stitch. Finish the seam with an overlock or trim and zigzag the edges. Take the 2 short strips and create bias tape. Fold each strip in half lengthwise and press. Open it, then fold each long edge towards the center and press again. Finish the ends as shown in the video, then fold to create 2 ties. Sew along this line to secure it in place. According to the pattern markings, place the tie onto the right side of the back piece and secure with a pin. Place the back lining on top, right sides together, and sew along the edge. Repeat on the other side. Turn right side out and press. Join the 2 back pieces, right sides together, and sew along the center back seam. Make sure to stop at the point where you previously stitched. Do not sew beyond it. Open the blouse and stitch the lining at the armhole seam to secure it in place and prevent shifting. Now create gathering stitches on the sleeves. Set your machine again to stitch length 4 and the highest tension. Sew along the marked line between the notches. Attach the sleeves to the bodice, right sides together, matching the front and back notches. Adjust the gathers to fit, pin in place, and sew with a straight stitch. Finish the seam with an overlock or trim and zigzag. Repeat for the second sleeve. Lay the blouse flat, then fold it right sides together and sew the side seams from the hem up through the sleeve on both sides. Now create the bottom hem. Fold approximately 2 cm inward and press, then fold another 2 cm and press again. Stitch along the edge. Repeat the same process for the sleeves, but with a 1 cm hem. To finish the puff sleeves, we will use the shirring technique. Take elastic thread and wind it onto the bobbin without stretching it. Insert the bobbin into the machine as usual. Set the machine to stitch length 3.5 and tension 6. Sew 1 row of shirring close to the hem. Remember to backstitch. Repeat on both sleeves. And that's it. Your blouse is ready.